again, first comes passion. I think he just has to be passionate. For me, initially, I also was not very, uh, rather, it was not very important for us to see what his qualification was, or if at all his qualification was in sports only. But now with the kind, because see, for me, around 4 to 5 years back, we did not have Indian institutes, sports management institutes, who are imparting relevant kind of courses or course material which is relevant for the Indian market. There were not many, and we came across a lot of people who went abroad and studied and came with a lot of experience in terms of their education in sports industry abroad, whether in Europe or in Australia or America, and that's good. I mean, I would not say that's bad, but one issue that I faced was that their mindset about sport or the sport industry is compared to how it functions in Europe or in Australia or in America. But the perspective in India is completely different. The reality is completely different. And I can give many such examples where things are not in sync with what probably people did there and what was actually needed to be done here, because of the limitations of certain factors in India, which could be infrastructure, which could be quality coaching, so many other things that I can speak about. I can probably go on for hours speaking about that. But that was something which I felt was lacking, in the sense that people come and sharp minds, absolutely brilliant minds that were coming in, but if they were very hell-bent on, this is how a Manchester United is run, or this is how a Chelsea Football Club is run, and I want to run the club like that in India, it's not possible. I can 100% say it's not possible. You need to understand the dynamics or the limitations, as I always say, about Indian football, and then try to use your education there and the knowledge that you have in Indian football to make it a mixture, to make a meaningful impact. So I think that was something which was initially the thing, but now with the GISB and institutes that are coming in, I think it's equally important that we get people who are able to who are lucky enough to have this kind of an education, and obviously have the passion and have the drive and have the understanding of the Indian sports ecosystem. And when I say Indian sports ecosystem, I always say other than cricket, because cricket you have to look at separately because of the way it's functioning, and credit to everybody involved with Indian cricket, the way they've brought the sport up in our country. But similarly, every other sport also needs to do the catching up. We are seeing the kind of impact various stakeholders in Indian sports has created to the Indian Olympics and the Indian Paralympics medal tally that we've had. And this is one good example of how governments, private organizations are all working in sync, knowing the limitations, understanding what needs to be done. And it's not about just coaching. It's not just about exposure tournaments. It's about the sports science bit, the technology bit. And all these things are equally important. I mean, it can be a difference between a gold medal and a silver medal if you don't know what you're eating, you don't know how well you're resting, and that's how important it is. So this awareness is now coming into Indian sport, and if we have got institutes who can give the relevant information, the relevant education in their various. See, sport management is one word, but there are so many other verticals in that. So if we have got institutes who can touch base upon all these different verticals of sports, then I think we will look at such people who would want to, and we are looking at people, obviously, even now, when we are looking at our various sports spectrum that we have at JSW, when we are looking at hiring people.